I think what really helped them get over the hump was bringing Phil into the mix for those 16, 17 years. Because now you have Phil in there who just takes a little bit of the back and forth between those two.
Mm-hmm.
And Phil is just the guy who, like, that guy, he's the coolest guy. Like, he just does not give a fuck. But at the same time, the players and the teammates know that he cares a lot. And I think bringing him into the mix and just adding that funny element, like someone be barking at Phil, or like Sid would be barking at Phil, and Phil would be like, "Holy fuck, you're always right, Sid." And like just having that little element made it work so much more. Like they could never have jumped that trade doing what it did.
Oh my God!
How sloppy is Phil though? How sloppy is he? Is like I'm dead serious because he has that weird reputation, hot dogs and all that shit, and he does look goofy as far as body's concerned. Is he healthy? Did he work hard? Like, I mean, or does he just have a bad fucking body?
No, I mean, he just has like he had like the highest vertical. He's just one of those guys who's just a specimen. Like I don't think anyone can tell him really what to change because he's played like 900 straight games, and he's been super effective. Won two Stanley Cups. Arguably the most productive player on both Stanley Cup teams. I think he had 23 and 22 points or something like that. So it's like you have this guy who doesn't get injured. He's always available. He puts up 30 a year. He puts up point per game a year. To have someone come in and say to change something, it's kind of almost like it'd be stupid, you know. Like he's done this much to this point, and he doesn't even look that bad. Like what you guys think? I think it's just because kind of he looks a little rough around the edges sometimes, but that's just his.
Yeah, I know.
He looks terrible. What are you talking about?
He kind of reminds me of like Brett Hall to an extent, like a little bit.
Hall looked bad.
Like there are some comparisons. Like good luck trying to tell these guys to change.
Just letting you know.
When they never get hurt, they never
optics.
Miss games, and they score goals all the time and help you win.
As far as optics,
I
know.
Terrible. Hey, you just didn't have that natural body type. You know?
No, I'm jacked.
And I think I don't. You guys can ask him, but I think there's a funny story behind like when he got traded out of Pittsburgh. A little context, like. We used to do these like meetings, basically for all the young guys and the fourth line guys, where it'd be like Dan would call us into the office and like we just watch clips and whatnot, like over and over, like not even really talking, just kind of like whenever he'd fuck up, he'd just rewind, play. And maybe this story gets a little lost in translation. I don't want to, but it was during preseason. I guess Joey B had a meeting or something, and they were showing a turnover of a preseason game, and he just went back and forth, rewinding, playing. And I guess they had just watched like a bunch of guys make other turnovers, like the guys that they would never have meetings with. And Dan, I guess, said, "Hey, like, what are you feeling right now?" And don't quote me on this. I'm pretty sure Joey said, "Honestly, I want to sucker you in the face." And then they got in a big fuck you match, and then Joe wasn't there for too much longer past that. There's actually one story about Gino. I think it was my third year in Pittsburgh. We play on New Year's Eve. We have a New Year's day practice scheduled for 12 the next day, and so we have a party. I guess New Year's is massive in Russia. Like that's like their go-to holiday. And on the way out, I think Gino was like, "Yeah, I'll see you the next game. I'm not coming to practice." And everyone's like, whatever. So fast forward to the next day, we're all like, basically, he could have just shown up and he wouldn't even have to go on the ice, but he didn't come to the rink. And the next morning, Gino basically was like, "Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. I told you I wasn't coming." And then we get on the ice, and we're playing last puck just around the net. And Gino steals the puck from Craig Adams. So Gino steals the puck, and then Craig was already mad that Gino didn't show up. So they start teeing off, like baseball swinging each other. And this is like all the other teams, like they have like their coaches in the stands. I'm like full on baseball swinging, and then Craig's shorter charges at Gino, and Gino just puts a stick like to cross check him. He takes Craig's lip like clean off from his like one side of the mouth to the other side, and then so he gets stitched up. Craig's fuming, like, as he should be. Like, it was just like a shitty. And Gino still doesn't really know why people are mad at him. I didn't give a fuck because I was young and I had to be there anyway. I don't care for the older guys, if they had to come or whatnot. But I'm stretching in the locker room afterwards with Gino, and Craig comes flying in, punts the physio ball at him, and I'm like stuck in between them. And I never been in a fight, not even in hockey, not outside of hockey. So I'm like
California boy.
Back.
You're too Californian.
Yeah,
no shit.
You
are too Californian.
So I'm like, I hate confrontation at this point. I'm like, fuck, like these guys are going to start wailing on each other. More people came in, and then Gino actually had to put up like 10K on the board or something for like a meal, our next meal, pay for a meal, and he ended up scoring first shift of the game that night.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course he did.